Well, the Fnaf movie just came out, and as expected, there are a ton of Easter eggs and hidden details. So here are 10 things you may have missed in the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Number 1, Sparky the dog. When the first Fnaf game came out, there was a viral hoax saying that there was a rare screen where you could see the 6th animatronic, a character that coined the name Sparky the dog. This was of course fake, but it led to people playing over and over again just to see that screen of Sparky the dog in the service room. In the Fnaf movie, they pay tribute to this in 2 ways. The first way is that the diner that MatPat's character works at is actually named Sparky. The second way is that we literally see Sparky. There's a scene that shows a couple different animatronic suits that aren't being used on the main stage, and one of the animatronics shown is actually a replica of Sparky. Number 2, William Afton referencing another movie. In the movie, the character of William Afton is played by Matthew Lillard, and for those of you who don't know, he also played Stumacher, one of the iconic Ghostface killers from the movie Scream. And this is actually referenced in the movie. When we first see him appear, not as Steve Raglan, but as William Afton, wearing the Springbonnie suit, we can see him wiping his knife with his hand, an iconic gesture done by his character in Scream. Number 3, the spelling words. In the background of one scene with Mike and Abby, we can see a chalkboard full of words that they are teaching the kids. But did you notice that these words actually have connection to the FNAF lore? There are some pretty obvious references to the animatronic characters with words like chick, bear, bunny, fox, and puppet. But there's also some lesser known ones, like the word Liberty referencing the Fnaf AR Chica skin and Ghost of Walmart Past. They made so much merch of her, and weirdly I'm obsessed with all of it. Liberty Chica. The word junior could be a reference to the name of the bar in Midnight Motorist. And the word musician could be a reference to Music Man. Number 5, dream theory. Throughout the movie, Mike Schmidt is shown trying to go back into his dreams to remember anything he can about when his brother went missing. But in the beginning, he actually hands another character a book that says Dream Theory on the cover. Dream Theory was a popular theory around when FNAF 4 came out. It suggested that all 4 games were a series of dreams had by a child in the hospital after the bite of 83. And many believe that this was actually the canon ending for FNAF before retconned in Sister Location. Although a new book in the FNAF Tales from the Pizzaplex series suggests that it could be both true and not true at the same time. Number 5, Mike Schmidt and Michael Afton. One thing that I found particularly interesting is that Mike's brother's Garrett's shirt matches the Crying Child's shirt from FNAF 4 identically. And if you pay close attention, Mike's family actually mirrors Michael Afton's family, both in the games as well as in the Silver Eyes trilogy. In the Silver Eyes trilogy, Michael is also not William Afton's son, just like in the movie. And on top of that, his parents suffered the same exact fate as Mike Schmidt's. And in the games, Michael feels intense guilt for what happened to his brother, and often risks his life trying to make up for what he did. The most similarities I could find between Abby and Elizabeth Afton is that they're both fascinated with animatronics in a way that could be detrimental to them. However, one obviously suffered a more extreme fate than the other. Number 6. You can actually see the words "It's me" written across a mirror in one of the scenes, a phrase that pops up frequently throughout the games in rare screens. I'm personally really glad they added this as a longtime FNAF fan, since during the era of the first 2 games, there really wasn't a lot to theorize on, and this simple phrase was talked about a lot. Number 7. The name of MatPat's character. In the FNAF movie, MatPat's character's name is Ness. And when talking with Scott Cawthon, MatPat actually thought it was a reference to the character Vanessa. However, Scott revealed that it was actually a reference to his Undertale theory that Sans is Ness, which goes to show that Scott Cawthon actually watches game theory. Number 8. The Puppets theme. During the credits of the FNAF movie, you can actually hear the Puppets music box playing right before the end, which I'm sure had everybody who's attempted to play Night 6 of FNAF 2 on edge, not to mention 1020 mode on the custom night. But even more interestingly, you can actually hear a robotic voice spell out "Come Find Me," the same robotic voice from the Puppets' iconic Give Life minigame. Number 9. Shadow Freddy. Shadow Freddy is a character that appears in a rare screen in FNAF 2, as well as in the minigames that led to William Afton's Springlock incident. And he can actually be seen twice within the movie. One time on the retro TV screen of which we see the security tape, and another time conveniently right next to Sparky the dog. I hope that in the second installment we get to see the iconic Shadow Bonnie. Number 10. FNAF World. In the background of the mall set, you can actually see an ice cream shop that has a reference to FNAF World. It's called Ice Cream Parties, and it has Chica's magic rainbow in the logo. And that was 10 Easter eggs you may have missed in the FNAF movie. Let me know if I missed anything, and let me know what your favorite Easter egg was. Please subscribe and share this video, since I really want to get to 100,000 subscribers before my birthday on December 2nd. And I will be doing a 12-hour live stream when I reach my goal. Bye, everybody! I always come back.